Alright, let's dive into this. So, Demis Hassabis, the AI visionary who turned DeepMind into a household name, is stepping back from daily operations. Wait, the guy who built AlphaGo and cracked protein folding with AlphaFold is now shifting to a big picture role. On the surface, this seems like a routine leadership shuffle. But trust me, this isn't just about titles. This signals something bigger. Think about it, Hassabis, a Nobel laureate, isn't just handing over the keys, he's symbolically closing the door on an era where AI labs operated with near academic freedom. Now, DeepMind's fate is firmly tied to Alphabet's corporate strategy. And honestly, that's terrifying if you care about ethical AI. Let me unpack this. Hassabis wasn't just a CEO, he was the face of responsible innovation. Remember when AlphaFold revolutionized biology? That wasn't about profit, it was about solving humanity's hardest problems. But now, with Corey Kavachoglu taking charge, the focus shifts to someone described as a technical character, not an inspirational figure. Translation: DeepMind's losing its soul. And employees know it. Insiders are already calling this the end of an era. One worker put it bluntly: the person we trusted to get the right outcomes for humanity has stepped away. That's not just morale talk, that's a crisis of faith. But wait, why does this matter beyond Silicon Valley drama? Because the timing is insane. AI is at a crossroads. Hassabis himself warned about a pivotal moment for AGI, the tech that could automate white-collar jobs. Yet Google's scrambling. Their Gemini models are lagging behind OpenAI and Anthropic, especially in coding, which is now a must-have for AI tools. And here's the kicker: while Google delays Gemini 3.5 Pro, rivals are racing ahead. This isn't just a product gap, it's a credibility gap. If you're Alphabet, you're burning billions in R&D but losing top talent. Jeff Dean, the angelic diplomat who held Google's AI teams together, is bailing to start his own company. And Noam Shazir, a key architect of modern AI, got poached by OpenAI. So what's left? A brain drain that makes me wonder, is Google's AI empire already crumbling? Now, let's talk about the ethical elephant in the room. DeepMind's staff has been in open revolt over military contracts, from Pentagon collaborations to concerns about aiding Israel's defense forces. One employee even sued Google over Gaza-related dismissals. Hassabis' departure leaves a void in moral leadership. Sure, Google claims it's committed to ethical AI, but actions speak louder than blog posts. If you're a DeepMind researcher, you're probably asking, who's stopping our tech from fueling autonomous weapons now? The company's refusal to recognize unions in London doesn't help. This isn't just internal drama, it's a test of whether corporate AI can balance profit and principle. Spoiler: history says no. But here's where it gets really juicy. Hassabis' new role as chief scientist might actually be a masterstroke. By stepping back from ops, he can focus on moonshot projects, like using AI to cure diseases or crack fusion energy. And let's not forget, Alphabet still has its cash cow, search, raking in $132 billion last year. They can afford to play the long game. Meanwhile, rivals like Anthropic and OpenAI are stuck chasing short-term wins. So maybe this leadership shakeup isn't a weakness but a calculated pivot. If Google merges DeepMind's genius with its cloud infrastructure and YouTube data, they could dominate AI in ways no startup can match. Still, I can't shake the feeling that AI's golden age is ending. Yann LeCun left Meta. Geoffrey Hinton bailed on Google. The pioneers are exiting stage left, replaced by corporate soldiers. This isn't about science anymore, it's about stock prices. And that's the paradox of AI. The tech meant to uplift humanity is now a battleground for billion-dollar egos. So where does that leave us? With a choice. Do we let monopolies dictate AGI's future, or do we demand transparency, ethics, and a seat at the table? Hassabis' exit isn't just news, it's a warning. The robots aren't the threat, the humans programming them are. What's your take? Let's debate it in the comments.